Hi guys. So recently I've been getting a lot of questions which university you study or which university should I look for admissions, or I've got admission in 2 to 3 universities. Where should I go and what to study, where to study, right? So these are questions that are popping up in the minds of young students or future undergraduate students or prospective undergraduate students who are going to take admissions right now in this upcoming semester, right? These freshman students have a lot of questions to ask, and basically which university they should study and where not to study. This is a major problem. So number one, there are a couple of conditions you need to understand, and then not every university is meant for you, and not you are meant for every university, right? So it's with the examinations and selection processes, and it also is considered with a lot of luck, right? So let's begin. Here are my top 5 pointers to think about which university to go to. Number one, think about the budget, right? That's I would say the number one. I want to go to the best university in Pakistan, but the one semester fee, I cannot afford a single semester fee at that university. It's very expensive. Number two, I would love to go to a university that is very huge and has superb luxuries and necessities and facilities and greatest teachers and greatest rankings. But the thing is, I did not get admission over there. They did not select me for the admission. I failed the test. I did not pass the interview. So you will have to go to those universities who actually choose you, right? It's not just you choosing a university, it's the university choosing you too. So the universities who give you admissions, the universities who you pass the test and the interviews, the universities who provide you admission letters, now those are your selective domains. Number three, I got a admission in a couple of universities, right? I got an admission in the Science and Technology University. They are teaching the best engineering studies over there. The other university I got an admission is a business school. They are teaching the best business, accounts, and economics degrees over there. The third, I got an admission in an institute, and they're teaching the best IT technologies over there. So now I have to see which university did I get admission in, and what program are they offering. So obviously, you need to understand, no matter how good that university is, if it's a science and technology institute, I should not go to study business studies or accounts over there. You also need to understand, if it's a very good business school, engineering domain, they might have it for the sake of having a domain. That does not mean I should go to a business school to study engineering. Thirdly, if it's an institute and they're teaching superb IT, and I'm actually studying over there business studies or accounts or ACCA rather than studying in that university IT, then I'm a fool. You need to understand which university has which specialties, and do they match your preferences or not. So whenever you choose a university, see the university with their specialty and study their specialty rather than their secondary subjects, and they're not even worth it. Okay, number four, think about which university has decent rankings. There are tiers. There are tier one university, tier two university, tier three university. Unfortunately, this is the ugly truth. So there are some universities. I don't want to name any university. They are only tier one, and a lot of corporates may be looking for those universities only for jobs, right? For fundings, for sponsorships, for events, for marketing purposes. Then there are tier two, and then there is tier three, and then there is tier four. So it also varies budget to budget. Number four, there are a lot of universities that differ from tier to tier. So there are some universities that are tier one, the others are tier two, the others are tier three. So that matters a lot when it goes to job hunting. It's called university branding or college branding or campus branding. So that also affects you a lot when you're looking for jobs. But then again, this is the ugly truth. This is a filter system for tier one, tier two, tier three university, tier four universities, right? This is the sad reality for life. Okay, but then there are, I would name the names of different kind of institutes and university. I will not name them, but try to understand which tier you're looking for. That defines the alumni network, that defines the job market. Okay, some universities have super alumni networks and job market value. Yeah, it matters. Number five, think about like I said, university rankings, and also their monetary monetary standing. That is how good facilities they provide to their students. Do they have a decent cafe or not? Do they have a decent library or not? And do they have a decent classroom or not? There are top-notch ranking universities, government universities, and they don't have air conditions. And you study in the depth of heat, and you're sweating, and you can't even focus. Ugly truth. Yes, government universities, they have this. government universities have this problem, right? So think about which university you want to take admission in. Do they have the required facilities or not? Try to understand there are a lot of facilities, computer labs, there are engineering labs, there are IT labs, there are libraries, journals. There are a lot of things to look into when you're looking for the standards of universities. So you might find a private university has a decent standing, decent facilities, decent infrastructure, but their ranking is, yeah. Similarly, you have a government university; they are very good rank, but when you start studying over there, you realize, oh, they lack the basic necessities that you're looking for, the standards that you're used to, right? Drinking water is a huge issue in universities. Some universities are bad-mouthed for having a jaundice sort of water. Yeah, this is the ugly truth, guys. So think about private or government, which university you want to go. Think about that. Think about the. To sum it up, there are 5 considerations that I would advise youngsters to look for. That is number 1, the university fee, your financial standing and the university fee. Number 2, the university specialties and the university that offers you that specialty, right? Do not go for a mismatch of the specialty and study in that university. Number 3 is your university that actually gives you admission. The university actually chooses you. Choose that university that actually chooses you. It's not a one-sided love, right? Love story. So it could turn bad. It could go south. And anyhow, number 4, go to a university that has a decent ranking. It's a decent tier status, right? Number 5, think about which university you want to go. Private universities or government universities, they have different facilities and different infrastructures and even different rankings. So globally, different rankings matter a lot. Some private universities have decent ranking globally. Some government universities have top-notch ranking. So look into that as well. Other things that you need to also look for the universities is number 1, the job market value. Some universities might not have a decent ranking, but value. Some universities have very good ranking and very good job market value. Some universities have very good ranking. They are ranked number 1, top, ranked number 1, but their job market value is very poor. I don't want to name those universities. They are really popular in Pakistan. They have a lot of campuses, by the way. Anyhow, so that is number 1 thing. Check out their job market value. Number 2, some universities have very there are small, really private universities, really small institutes, and then there are top-notch brands, but they are small campuses. So campus life, sports and athletics and extracurriculars do matter a lot. And better the campus life, the better the extracurricular activities that you get. Right? Some universities are really popular. Number 3, I would say number 3. Some universities are really popular for extracurricular activities. People go to have fun over there. They just want to take admission to have a decent lifestyle, enjoy education, enjoy university. They don't really go to study. They go for the formality because parents force them to go to university, right? And the culture and the background, the peer pressure force them to study over there. So they pay those high fees and study over there to enjoy their university life, party, right? Lastly, scholarships. I know a lot of people take admissions to different universities and they're always looking for scholarships. A lot of universities do offer scholarships, but then again, they have their terms and conditions. People come to your home to check and balance. Do you deserve financial assistance or not? Or do you have super merit skills or super merit scores? So these scholarships are there. Sometimes government universities have different quotas, and sometimes different universities have different sponsorships. So check those out as well. Different universities have different sponsorship quotas and maybe scholarships and financial assistance. But then the thing is, there are top-notch universities. They have so high fees. Even after your financial assistance, you are unable to pay the fee. A top-notch university has so much fees to be paid that even getting a 3.5 CGPA and a merit scholarship of 40%, 50%, you are unable to pay the fee. Please think about that. Keeping GPA, cumulative CGPA, surviving the next 4 years is an up and down process, and then you have to pay the fee. It's going to be very hard. So this is a challenge. Scholarships is always a challenge. Think about that. Where you really want to go, can you afford that or not? Or just you want to go to a top-notch brand and look for scholarship and you do not get scholarship? That's sad. It's not you who choose university, it's also university who chooses you. It's a marriage, right? You choose a university and the university chooses you. That is one important role. So maybe you were selected for that university by fate, and maybe that's a good decision. Some people at starting, they hate their university. The first year they hate their universities, the second year they hate their universities, and third year they realize they actually like it, fourth year they love their universities, and fifth year they have graduated and they miss their universities, right? So there is a love and hate relationship with the university, whichever university you go. Some people are branded by going to a particular university, that you belong to that university, you are at that XYZ night, IE, and they are associated names with their universities. But then again, it's their choice and it's their luck, and they'll start loving their place. It's their recognition, it's their brand name, it's their life, right? University choose you and you choose university at the same time. So best of luck. One more thing I would like to add: when you're looking for universities, also do check out the university standing globally, right? University worth globally. Because some people want to, study abroad in the future. Some people want to immigrate. Some people want to go and study and work outside. Some people want to go to Australia. Some want to go to Canada. Some want to go to Dubai. So now see how does your university fare with when compared to overseas universities. There's another interesting question people ask: should I study locally or should I study globally? Obviously, I would recommend going global if you have that budget, because globally also gives you exposure. That exposure is way more important than your education, I would say. So university is local or global, so it's education. But global, you give language experience, culture experience, independence, work, different lifestyle. You are out of the box. You learn a lot. And by the way, if you go global and then you come back for local jobs, it's going to be a struggle, because local markets look for local university students. So there are a lot of considerations. Thank you. Take care.